Good afternoon and welcome to Audiotree Live. Today is Monday, November 24th, 2014. And we're excited to have with us Dawn and Hawks.
Holler if you get tired, and I'll come for you. If you ever want me, I'll be waiting. If you ever need me, baby, let me know. When you get restless with her loving, oh, come on back to me, she'll never know. Holler if you get tired, and I'll come for you. Oh, holler if you get tired, and I'll come for you. If you ever wonder if I've been watching, I saw it coming from a mile away. I think it's used to certain taste on the menu. Well, she ain't serving up what'll make you stay. So holler if you get tired, and I'll come for you. Oh, holler if you get tired, and I'll come for you. A man of conviction, strong as metal and steel, can pull like a magnet to the way a woman feels. If you need a reminder and you're ready to go, I keep my engine running, she'll never know. Oh, holler if you get tired, and I'll come for you. Oh, holler if you get tired, and I'll come for you. I'll come for you. I'll come for you. I'll come for you.
Dawn and Hawks on Audiotree Live. I've never seen that foot tambourine
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
Can you
the toe
just
tambourine.
Yeah, did you make that or can you just pick that up at like a music store?
It's made by mine. I painted it, but
Oh, sweet,
they
yeah.
make it. Yeah, I
Okay.
love it because you can move around and play. at
Oh,
the same
right
time.
on. Yeah, and you don't have to get that like welt on your hip that you end up getting if you
I have
slap
had
yourself
that
a
quite
million
a few
times.
times.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And
Thanks for having us.
I know you have a long drive after, so yeah. In the case that like you're gonna drive, I don't know, 8 hours or whatever out to Missouri, like what are ways that you stay awake? Are you like gum people, or do you drink a lot of water when you drive, or yeah, just tips for long road trips, I guess?
Sometimes going on a long road trip with Chris is like going on a trip with 10 people at one time because he has all these like characters that pop out, and he goes into vocal character and starts making up like monologues about.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I like street
actually.
signs. I like try to
Yes.
take street sign names and put them into sentences.
Okay.
What's the name of the street that we're on out here?
Honore
Honore.
and Wabansia.
Man, I'm gonna have to take that dog back to the pound. He's so Honore, I can't deal with him. You know,
It's a lot
Just
of
to
that.
pass the
Gotta come
time.
up
Yeah.
with a plan to go with it. Yeah.
I love it. So, drivers, do you normally switch, or is one of you
Yeah.
like the prime driver? Okay, yeah.
I do
I'm
the
the
long
city
drives. He
driver.
does the cities. Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
yeah, just for traffic stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Is that because you're better at it, or just because you're like more used to?
Yeah, we
city
tend
driving?
to play off each other's strengths and everything
Okay.
that we do. So yeah, it's probably because he's better at it. I
Yeah.
can parallel park though.
Oh yeah. Do you ever have to parallel? You know what's really hard is parallel parking on the left side, like driver's
Yeah.
side. There's a lot of that in one-way streets.
Yeah.
You know, like in the city.
That's tricky.
I don't know about like in Austin. Is there? I mean, do you have to parallel park a lot? That's like a driving
Yeah,
city
more
for
now
sure,
than
right?
you used to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. The downtown's pretty busy. Well, sweet. Yeah. Thanks you guys for coming out. Why don't you go into your next song?
Okay, great.
Thank you.
I see your confidence, and I know you're working so hard. Be sure to trust your instincts. Don't be afraid of where you are. You know you're holding your golden open heart. I couldn't help myself when I heard your news and made me cry. And I know it's part of life, but I can't stand to see you say goodbye. When I know you're holding your golden broken heart. Bright lights, they will guide you home, keep you safe when you're feeling all alone, and lead you back to all you've ever known. Bright lights, they will guide you home. Ooh, your jar is full of fireflies. Capture the spark behind their eyes. Drawn to the light from inside. They know you are the truest kind. They know you're holding your golden open. They know you're holding your golden open heart.
Dawn and Hawks on Audiotree Live. So, Chris, you run or own a studio, One Road Studios?
Well, I own some gear that we
Okay.
have in our living room and bedroom. So
Okay, sure, yeah. How long have you been doing that for? I guess I would just like you to share with me a little bit about
no,
it,
that's
kind of the
fine.
process and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's integral to me playing music.
Okay, cool.
Actually, when I was a kid, I first started wanting to record. I kind of like deconstructed some of my favorite classic tunes.
Sweet.
"Sunshine Your Love" was one of the first songs where like I figured out the drum part, and did the bass line and the guitar part, and then tried to do the harmony parts of both Ginger Baker and Eric Clapton parts and stuff. And I think I probably even changed the character in my voice a little bit to try to
To be
heard
one
those
or the
before.
other. That's really cool.
Yeah, those are my favorite. You were like 14. You sounded like you were 34.
Yeah,
Great.
and I just really I got into recording, and I saved up for a long time to kind of buy some gear, and then whenever I was in college, I started recording a lot more of my own stuff, and then I worked for the School of Music at University of North Texas.
Okay.
And bands and friends started asking me, hey, can you record us? And eventually, I figured out how to kind of record other people, and that sort of became a thing, and it just kind of took off, and that's how I got started doing music full time.
Cool.
So, and then when we started playing together, we tour so much that I pretty much just have time to record us. But
Yeah.
so that's pretty much it. And I've got I need to replace most of my gear too. I've had it for so long.
Okay, it's old or
Yeah, it's
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you like a gear nut in general? Are you seeking? Okay, no.
No, I like to get a piece of gear and figure out how to use it, and I'll research when I need it, and then just forget about it.
Okay, sure.
Actually, this guitar, I borrowed it from a friend, and it had been 6 months since he had asked for it, and I said, hey, I should just buy that guitar. If I like it, it sounds good, I'm gonna buy it from you.
Yeah.
He didn't want to sell it to me, so I said. He had been talking about wanting a big screen TV. I said, dude, I'll buy you a big screen TV if you give me
the
guitar. Yeah. Well, needless to say, he's probably not watching the big screen TV still, but I'm playing the guitar.
Yeah,
So.
so I think you won
I got the
in
deal,
the end. So you said not so much now that you guys are touring a lot, but has an artist came in that either you sought out or that just walked into the studio in the past, I don't know, few years that you really like?
Oh, yeah. No, I've recorded several really talented, a lot of singer-songwriters just
Okay.
because I kind of, get that relationship a little bit.
Yeah.
And, so many talented people. One of my favorites is a guy, Bob Barney, who's one of the people that I was like, dude, we have got to record some songs together. But trying to think. And then there's an artist from North Texas. His name's Ben Smith. And what's funny is about doing this and not being an audio engineer first, but a musician first, I told him, I was like, dude, you should record yourself. He has this log cabin. And he was like, I've been thinking about recording in this log cabin. I was like, that's a great idea.
Whoa,
so
yeah.
his last record, he recorded in this log cabin and brought me the tracks to kind of help him tweak it out. But
Cool.
It's so cool to kind of to be able to have that relationship with other people and help them make their records.
Yeah, because in that way, you're almost like you're their producer or something, saying like, hey, you're not here in my room, but I think you would sound great in your own space.
Right.
That's sweet.
Right.
Cool. All right, guys, go into your next song.
If we get married, have a family, I'd like to know you'd stay with me. Stick it out through the thick and thin. Need our love like oxygen. Make it through all the restless nights. Never let our love fade out of sight. Faithful as the morning light. What's mine is yours and yours is mine. Mine is yours, yours is mine. Ooh, good things come to those who wait. Ooh, with your love, don't hesitate. Ooh, grow so close till there's no line. What's mine is yours and yours is mine. Mine is yours, yours is mine.
On that day, you'll be a sight to see. The Lord saved the very best for me. He gave me courage and He made me strong. Or just wild enough to take you on. Make it through all the restless nights and won't remember who was wrong or right. Baby, love is a compromise. What's mine is yours and yours is mine. Mine is yours, yours is mine. Ooh, good things
come to those who wait. With your love, don't hesitate. Go so close till there's no light. What's mine is yours, and yours is mine. Mine is yours, yours is mine.
Audiotree Live with Dawn and Hawks. You guys can get ready to go into your next song, and I will say that Golden Heart EP is out now, and wait for new music in 2015, early 2015, and they're on tour to the end of November, so just a few more dates left to check them out.
It's been here a long time, and still it doesn't feel like mine. If you're searching and you find you're not so alone, let's go there to find that silver line. It's been here a long time, and still it doesn't feel like mine. If you're searching and you find you're not so alone, let's go there to find. Let's go there to find. Yeah, let's go there to find that silver line. You're not so alone. You're not so alone. You're not so alone. You're not so alone. Not so alone. It's been here a long time, not so and still it doesn't feel like mine. You're searching and you find not so alone. You're not so alone. Let's go there to find. Let's go there to find. Yeah, let's go there to find that silver line. You're not
Audiotree Live with Dawn and Hawks. Before we go into your last one, I would like to know a little bit about guitar soloing. I feel like in an acoustic project, it's much more, I don't know, it shines more because there's only two guitars, and not a lot of distortion, that kind of thing. So when you're writing a solo for a song, especially for that first song, do you tab it all out? Or is it just kind of a feeling thing in the first place?
Well, what's kind of nice about what we're doing is, Miranda, while she's writing through a certain part, I can kind of work on a guitar part,
Sure.
too. So if she's like doing some lyrical things over and over, that's what's nice about writing together, because I get to write guitar parts kind of with while she's writing lyric, and then so it's. I guess that sort of answers your question.
Yeah.
That's kind of the best way for it. And then sometimes it just comes from playing it live a bunch of times and
Sure.
trying different things that fail miserably, and
Yeah. And
something
hopefully
that
one or
works.
two that works.
Yeah, or try to remember it. I'm like, I'll do that again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
And then when you put it down to recording or whatever, like maybe it doesn't matter that it's that way every time from there on out.
Sure.
Just that.
Yeah, maybe up until that point, you
Sure.
know, and then at that point you can kind of improv inside of those, kind of color inside the lines, vibrantly inside the lines
Yeah.
that way, which
Right
is
on.
fun. I like to improv the little subtle things every
Sure.
once in a while. So every time it's a little different.
Yeah. So are there guitar players that you pay attention to, like their guitar style? People that you're, maybe not trying to sound like, but people that influence you, I guess, either of you?
Sure. Her dad taught her how to play the guitar,
Okay.
so I'm guessing that had a big part in how she plays.
Was
I
he in
really
like a
like-
rock band? Or,
He was in all kinds of bands.
Okay.
He played drums professionally for years and years, and then he
Sweet.
picked up guitar and mandolin, and I really learned from just hearing him play around the house. I really like Anais Mitchell's finger picking style. She's one of my favorites. So, but that's just me. What about you for your guitar?
I always thought Eric Clapton was a really well-rounded guitar player.
Yeah.
Like he can play, slide, lead, acoustic, classical type of things. And then of course, I was a fan of the Eagles guitar playing early on
Okay.
and stuff too. So a lot of classic rock and blues, a lot of blues players. I think Stevie Ray was probably the first. I associated it with Austin when I first saw it.
Okay.
And because he was on Austin City Limits when I was a kid, and
Sure.
I remember like just being blown away by the energy in his playing. So I probably have limited myself because I really like the energy in the playing, and
Sure.
you can't play as quickly and swiftly when you really dig into it. But I just like the sound and the feel of really getting it,
Yeah, and I think that I don't know if that's limiting. Maybe that helps you define your sound.
Sure.
Like that is Chris Hawks,
Yeah.
and people can hear you. Patrick always says that, like, a BB King riff from like the
Oh,
third
yeah.
note, and so
Yeah.
eventually,
You know
like,
it from his vibrato.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly. That it's
absolutely.
very special. That's
true.
Sweet. All right, you guys can go into your last song.
Cool. Now for this last tune, I will not play the guitar.
After all that.
Yeah.
showered and standing toe to toe. How can you ever really know? Your eyes read my eyes and they told me the truth. I believed you. Now lightning strikes. Ooh, don't feel anything. I got no static on my wings. Oh, don't you worry about my mama, I'm on my way. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Oh, don't you worry. Oh, don't you worry about me, mama, I'm on my way. Don't you worry about me, mama, I'm on my way. Oh, don't you worry about me, mama, I'm on my way.
Audiotree Live with Dawn and Hawks. Golden Heart, the EP is out now, and new music will be in early 2015. Check them out on tour for a little bit longer. Thanks, you guys, again for
Thank
Thanks
playing.
for having us.
Thanks to Dictator Cabs, thanks to Goose Island, thanks to awesome people in the studio and sound engineers, camera and lighting crew, hooking it up, and viewers. Thanks for watching. Support the band by downloading the session when it comes out in a few weeks, and send a shout via social media to us or the band if you just want to connect. From all of us here at the Audiotree Studios, thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.